Have you ever heard about the Devil's Sea? Well, it's not an actual sea, but a phenomenon that occurs once every 3 years in Japan. But before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to my channel. This is the story of a Japanese fisherman and a Nigerian prince who embarked on a journey to discover the secret behind the Devil's Sea. Our story begins in the coastal town of Ito in Japan, where fishermen have long been wary of a strange phenomenon that occurs once every 3 years. When the tide is at its lowest, the seabed disappears, leaving behind a vast expanse of water that seems to have no bottom. Fishermen call this the Devil's Sea because it's so dangerous. Many ships and boats have vanished into its murky depths, and those who have tried to explore it have never returned. The first recorded sighting of this strange phenomenon was in 1904 when a Japanese ship sank in the supposed bottomless sea. Since then, there have been several reports of ships and planes going missing in the area. Some believe that the Devil's Sea is the work of a giant squid or some other unknown sea monster. Others believe it's a portal to another dimension or even hell itself. In 2023, the legend of the Devil's Sea captured the attention of a Nigerian prince named Emeka. Emeka had always been fascinated by Japanese culture, and when he heard about the Devil's Sea, he knew he had to investigate. He contacted a Japanese marine biologist named Kenzo Tanaka, who had been studying the phenomenon for years. Together, they assembled a team of experts, including a geologist, a chemist, and a photographer, and set sail for Ito. Their mission was simple: explore the Devil's Sea and uncover its secrets. What they found was nothing short of astonishing. The team discovered that the sea was not bottomless, but rather that the seabed had sunk over 100 meters. They also found strange rocks and minerals that had never been seen before. The team's geologist, Aiko Nakamura, believes that the seabed may have been eroded by a powerful underwater current, creating a deep trench that has since become a dumping ground for all sorts of debris. But perhaps even more shocking than the discovery of the seabed itself was what they found in it. The team recovered the wreckage of the ship that had sunk in 1904, as well as several other vessels that had gone missing over the years. One of the most intriguing discoveries was a small wooden box that had been sealed with wax. Inside the box, they found a diary that told the story of the ship's captain and his crew. The diary entries described how the ship had been caught in a storm and how the crew had become trapped in the hold as the ship began to sink. The last entry was made just before the ship went down and the waters turned cold. The team was able to use the diary to identify the ship as the Ryuyo Maru, which had sunk in 1944 during World War II. They also found the remains of several crew members, which were later identified through DNA testing. The discovery of the diary and the human remains shed new light on the legend of the Devil's Sea. It proved that the sea was real and that many people had died in its waters. But it didn't explain why the seabed had disappeared or what had caused the ships to vanish. After spending several weeks exploring the Devil's Sea, Enzoken and his team returned to Ito with their findings. They presented their evidence to the local government officials who were eager to learn more about the sea. The officials were impressed by the team's work and promised to support their efforts to further explore the phenomenon. Today, the mystery of the Devil's Sea continues to fascinate scientists and the people of Ito alike. While we may never know for sure what caused the seabed to disappear or where the ships went, the discovery of the diary and the human remains has brought a new level of understanding to this strange and deadly phenomenon. And who knows, maybe one day we'll learn even more about the Devil's Sea and its connection to the underworld. If you liked this story, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and see you next time.